Good morning everyone. So yesterday I did a video where I pointed out marks on the wall in the refurbished home and how I thought it was probably a child with a crayon. And I was talking to Suntory about this as we were driving to the market last night, and I've realised what it is. And as I was talking to her, it just occurred to me, because I was explaining, she asked when did it happen, and I said, well, I don't know, but it wasn't there before the ceremony, and then after the ceremony, after everything's cleared up, it's there. So it then occurred to me what it is. The marks on the wall are from the monks' seating that we had, which is a sort of orangey red colour, and I reckon that's all it is. It's just that the backrests of the seats were rubbing on the wall, and when the monks leant back on them, they basically marked the wall. So it's the monks' fault, not a child's fault. That's what I think. So I'm going there now to basically clean it all up, and also to retrieve some cactus which need to be replanted and rescued. So join me. It's getting particularly hot now. I think I mentioned in the last video we've had a couple of storms, but that was about a week ago, and it's been very, very dry since. So Suntory is irrigating her fields using her solar pump. All the roads are dry and dusty. I've decided to drive the kilometre or so to the old house, because I want to, well, I think I'm going to bring the cactus back. Well, I know I'm going to bring the cactus back, and I'll repot them at the home, and we'll keep them watered for a few weeks before we disappear off. Here we are again. Here's the sad cactus that's it's been lacking water, and now a couple of the larger branches are broken. There's a bit of a story with this because it started off as one leaf about this size, and it was on the balcony of a property I rented in Jontiem, and I fed it and grew it, and it got to about the size of this one here, and then we brought it here, and since then it's grown and grown, and we've replanted a couple of leaves when they've broken off. As you can see, they're in the pot there, and it's grown and grown and grown, and yeah, it's been incredible really. It's about, how many years old would it be? 4 years old now. It's a shame really because it started to flower, but came to nothing because of the lack of watering, because cactus need water. They can survive long periods without water, but they basically need water, and they store it inside themselves, don't they? So if they don't get water for too long, they just die or fall over like this one. Right, let's go in and see if we can analyse these marks again. Yeah, they're from the seats, aren't they? There were 4 of them, I think. Was there 4 of them or 5 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 distinct areas where the marking is. Well, 5 actually, because there's one there. Let's think, there was 3. There were the 5 of them, weren't there? So that would fit perfectly. So I'm going to clean that up and wipe the marks off the wall from people's hands over in the corner there, which were probably done at the same time during the ceremony, and then that will be the house clean again. Right, that's that done. Those marks came off very easily. Next is to get this cactus cut up and take the relevant bits back to the other house, do some repotting. Well, the top bit's not savable really in terms of keeping it on this plant, so I've cut it off. But this other bit that was falling over, this bit here, I've moved the plant and I've rested that up, supported it. I'll give it a good watering. I think it will swell up and restore itself. If it's got enough water going into it, all these should get stiff again. It's just a common problem when you get a bit old, a bit dehydrated, you go a bit limp. You need some stimulation to become hard again. Anyway, this bit, I'm going to take this bit back and I'm going to repot. I'm going to repot it. Maybe make 3 different plants out of this and keep them at the new house, and see if I can start a cactus farm. Right, I've cleaned the house. I've watered the cactus and I've watered the flowers around the monument, and I've put the cactus into a bucket of water. It was all draining out the bottom, as you can see. So I'm hoping that cactus will suck up all that water that's in that bucket, and then after that, with a bit of luck, the rain that falls will keep it watered. Maybe I'll just move it along the wall a little bit so that it's more prone to get rain on it. Right, so now let's go home and do some cactus planting. Oh, I haven't got my seatbelt on. Car's telling me I'm a naughty boy. One thing I do want to do before I get back home, excuse me, is get some ice. Stop at this shop and get some namkang. 10 baht will do the job. Swaddy cup, namkang cup, 10 baht. It's a peculiar trait of Thailand. Is to go to the local village shop and buy a load of ice. And often people don't put it in their freezer because they don't have a freezer. They just put it into a insulated bucket, and it lasts them a day. And they go and get 5 or 10 bahts worth of ice. Cop and cup. So the shop has got these big containers with ice in, and they sell a lot of ice every day. An ice lorry comes every day to deliver for them. I did actually buy an ice machine which I had in the house for a while, and I've taken it to the condo now because it really wasn't very good. It wasn't good enough to produce the amount of ice that you get by nipping down to the local shop, and it was just taking up a lot of energy in my view. And it's just as easy to go and get 5 or 10 bahts worth of ice. It lasts for days and days when it's in the freezer. So that was a waste of my money, but I just thought it was a good idea at the time because we were constantly running out of ice at the wrong time and running short of ice, and I just thought, well, if we've got a machine, we'll just pop the machine on in the morning and let it do its bit for a couple of hours, and then we've got ice for the day. But it didn't work like that, did it? I remember when we used to go on holiday to Spain as a family, we went a couple of times camping, and every morning there would be an ice lorry came round and you would buy a complete block of ice. It wasn't in cubes like we get it here, it was just a complete block, and you used to just put that into your cool box or your sort of refrigerator type affair in the tent, and that would keep your milk and your meats and whatever else, your salads, cool all day. It wasn't designed for use in drinks, but it was a similar sort of thing. And here I am in 2025 going out and buying a load of ice every few days. It's sort of 53 years later, still got the same sort of thing going on. It's one of the joys of living in Thailand, or staying in Thailand rurally, is this sort of thing. Very modern and very primitive at the same time. I love it. Get my marker to touch the window. There you go. Now I know I'm in the right spot.